forever learning. So I would definitely continue to surround myself with more mature people who have already gone before us to pave the way, or people that's working alongside you. I would really recommend you getting someone that's going to push you and support you. What I would do differently, again, would just be the financial piece. I think everything that had taken place up to this point was necessary, even with the financial piece. But I definitely will want to find someone who is gifted in handling funds, especially to come down to something as big as putting on a production such as a play. So that's really the main thing that I would do differently, and just continue to educate myself about what's out there, what's current. But one of the things I won't do is try to duplicate anybody else's.
Okay.
You have to know what's for you. I was encouraged, or someone told me, "Oh, you should change the name of your play because it's called Take Me to the King." That's not what I was given. Just because you think I should change it doesn't mean I would. So I would just say, stay true to yourself. So the only thing that I personally would change would be making sure I have someone on the team who was good with that cash.
Good with the cash. I hear that loud and clear. Loud and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to talk with Reverend Sabrina Perrin right now, give us a call at 708-343-3906. That's 708-343-3906. I have a question posed up here from New York City. This is Anthony. Anthony asks, Miss Perrin, if I want to get into your play, how would I go about doing that?
Thank you for asking. We are working with someone who's to update our Twitter, but right now you can look me up under Sabrina Perrin on Facebook, Sabrina Perrin on Facebook. You can also email me at davidic_p@yahoo.com. That's D as in David, A-V as in Victor, I-D-I-C _p@yahoo.com. And then we can converse at that point.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have any questions, you want to know about playwriting, give us a call right now, because 708-343. Call now, right now, 708-343-3906, 708-343-3906. Talking with Miss Perrin and her husband, William Perrin, as well, as we talk about the issues and topics about health that arises with going about doing these plays, as well as family.
Yes.
So if you got any questions, the number is 708-343-3906 or 630-215-8582. That's 630-215-8582. I'm sure Mr. Victor Gully is listening loud and clear, because I believe he just sent me a message. Mr. Gully, how are you doing today? Yes, he did. He did send me a message. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gully. Okay, I got you. Let's see. There we go. We are going to talk with Miss Perrin more. Tell us a little bit more what new playwrights need to know about this industry.
Well, for one, you can't be afraid, especially being a woman in this game, because I know there's a lot of great males out there, but you can't be afraid to go forward. You can't be afraid to make mistakes, but more importantly, get educated. Get yourself around people who know. You should never think that you know more. You can't never think you know so much that you can't be taught. Understand that it does take the work. A lot of people don't want to do the work. There's work that's attached to this thing. It's work for not only you, but for your family, as you talked about families and finances. And there's dedication, but more importantly, you got to get into this not because it's popular, but because you believe it's a passion. You have a drive for it. You have you want to do something different. God is God of creativity, and I believe this is the entertainment area and plays and movies and films is one way that God uses his people to impact the earth. So saying that, I think it's so important that you go ahead and go forward, but don't be afraid to make some mistakes, but in making your mistakes, learn from them and get around people who already know. And again, I can't stress enough, please get your finances in order. Please, that is so important. I think sometimes it not only does it take the time, as we mentioned, but it takes the finances. And again, that's something that I really I'm looking back on, seeing how I can manage my funds. One of the things I would like to say, at the It Takes a Theater, and meeting and speaking with Shelly Garrett, his wife Doris Garrett. I wanted to get a makeup artist, and she was like, nah, teach them how to do their own makeup. And I was very grateful for that. And I took that back, and they did their own makeup, and it was good. So find ways to cut back expenses that's necessary without making your play look cheap. I think that's a great way of doing it, of cutting back and making them be responsible. I also had an opportunity to speak to Richard Gallion, and he had talked to me about Richard Gallion. For those of you who may not know, he's going to be in the series Empire coming in March, but he's also a playwright himself.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's also a very, very well-known gentleman in the city of Chicago. But he mentioned to me to make sure I have my team, the people who are part of this thing. You're not in it by yourself. You have your cast, you have everyone involved. They need to input into you. They need to invest in you. Okay. So find ways to encourage them to invest in you.
Okay, so investing in you, that's what is most important when you're trying to get into this industry and learning about playwriting. Miss Sabrina Perrin is here. She has some words of wisdom to give y'all and insight on what it really takes to get into this industry. Mr. Victor Gully, the founder of A Taste of Theater. He's listening live. He's always listening in on us. And you must have told Victor that you were going to be on the air today.
Actually, I did. I hadn't had a chance, no.
Well, I'm glad he's listening in, and I'm glad that you are listening, and all the other playwrights are listening in here at Smooth 90.5 FM. We are so happy to have you here today in the theater. And we are looking forward to having you. We were looking forward to having your cast. So we would like to have you come back and have a few of your cast members, fill the studio up with some lovely faces and talk about how your what did the boss? How did it feel to stand in front of the boss and hear her say, "No, I don't want y'all to
watch out now. Don't start something."
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, the number is 708-343-3906. That's 708-343-3906. We are talking about some serious playwright issues. We're talking about health issues. If you want to know more, are you a part? Tell us a little bit about your walk.
Thank you.
Let's get more into your walk.
Yes. Well, first of all, because of our son's cancer diagnosis, he's cancer-free now, so you guys can clap that out. But because of his diagnosis, this is something else that was birthed during the time. It's called Do the Right Thing and Think Lime Green. Why? Because lymphoma cancer is important also, and lime green is a universal color for lymphoma. It's going to happen this June 13th. This is his 4th year. We're walking. The walk takes place in Evanston, Illinois. We have a lot of wonderful walks in Chicagoland, but why not bring it to your community? And what's going to happen during that walk, it's a benefit walk, and we raise monies for the North Shore, Skokie, Evanston area right now for teens under the age of 18 and under who may have been diagnosed with this form of cancer. I know that during the diagnosis, my husband talked about how he lost his job, and here we have a son that's cancer. How do you pay for your going back and forth to the hospital? How do you pay? Cobra, $1,870 would have been our pay monthly just to take our child to the hospital. So this particular walk is a benefit walk that's going to be held June 13th. More information to come. It's going to be located in Evanston, and this is where we have the opportunity to give back to an area where it's very much important to know about, to learn about, to educate. And then we're going to walk the path, and then we come back and have Zumba. We want to stay in the area. Zumba.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. Zumba, kickboxing. We go kickbox that demon in the butt.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you plan to do some physical activity out there.
Health is that's one of the things that has heightened my sense. is the health area. The health area is very necessary because one of the things the doctor spoke of my son, not only was he young, but he was healthy, fit otherwise other than the cancer, and that helped him to heal and to go better with all of the chemo and everything that was before him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to talk more with Miss Sabrina Perrin and learn more about what it really takes to be a playwright, and if you want more information, you can contact Mr. Victor Gully, A Taste of Theater. You can find him on Facebook, or as soon as I get his number will pop up in a few minutes. I know he's listening. If you want to be a part of Taste of Theater and learn about the industry, Mr. Victor Gully from A Taste of Theater will be gladly to talk with you and guide you in the right direction. His phone number is, and it's coming up, our system is running. But in the meantime, Taste of Theater is a sponsor of Smooth 90.5 FM, WGS JBC Radio. You're listening to Rob G. Afternoon Drive Show. Now, if you want to contact Mr. Victor Gully, you can contact him at 1-312-488-9311 or 777-9311. I'll repeat that number again. That's 312-488-9311 or 777-9311. That is for A Taste of Theater. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Victor Gully. He is the CEO of A Taste of Theater. He is listening live as well. And this is one of his prodigies here. Miss Sabrina Perrin, she has taken part in A Taste of Theater, and she is a playwright as well. What was your experience like with A Taste of Theater? Tell us about that.
I am so glad you asked, because I would have said something anyway. Well, first of all, the Taste of Theater gives you a great platform to showcase, to learn, to network, to build, to grow, to educate yourself about what it really takes to be part of, to do a play. Victor Gully, you mentioned his name. He is an awesome individual. I have had the opportunity to meet him, to sit with him. He was so nice. He even came and gave me a ride to the theater because my car was down. But it gives you a great opportunity to showcase your talents on the stage, on a live stage, a big stage with a real audience, real people giving you real feedback at the moment that it happens. How great is that to be able to have an opportunity to find out how the community think about your play. So I've had a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to again, if not participating, just come in and sit, learn, and watch. Take the classes. I think that was the best thing ever, was for me to be able to sit amongst the Godfather. I mean, come on, we had Shelley Garrett and Doris Garrett. I mean, what best can you ask for? Someone who paved the way for great people like we know of today, like a Tyler Perry and some of the great others. So it was an honor. I had the opportunity to really sit back, learn, take notes, enjoy, and have a one-on-one time.
How many women were in the class?
In the class, I will tell you this, women outweighed the men.
Wow.
And although the men seem to be dominating the game, but I think the reverse is getting ready to happen. I'm just saying.
Wow. Okay. Why do you feel this industry is the way it is, with more domination of men than women? Are women intimidated, or is it that they're more so focused on family life?
Well, as I would have to say it's changing, obviously, because I am now part of the game. I think what has taken place is what you stated was the family life, but we know throughout history the roles of male and female. But times are truly changing. They're having more opportunities. It takes things like A Taste of Theater to be able to have a voice. I think sometimes males in the past, I'm going to say the past, may have had the upper hand in getting the opportunity first. But so I don't think the women at all was scared. It's just that we knew that taking care of the home was our first priority. But I think because we have more and more women who are dominating in so many areas, playwright is only another place that we're getting ready to dominate. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. Y'all need to take advantage of A Taste of Theater. Once again, the phone number is 312-488-9311. That's 312-488-9311 or 777-9311. If you want more information, and Miss Perrin will be having her next production coming up soon. And if you're eager and anxious to be a part of it, give us a call. 708-343-3906. Or better yet, I'm going to let Miss Perrin tell you where you can contact her at.
Yes.